Hello, I mentioned on my previous post that black folk, mainly known for connecting the dots because they are godly based. I also said nothing new happens under the sun. My readers took offense that I said enslave and godly in the same sentence. Let me explain. This is what Grandma Handy truly believes. I'm older, very experienced, and I grew up in a slave town. So I heard many stories. So, enslaved, I truly believe, because of the stories that I heard from my grandpa, that had not America enslaved Africans, they would still be primal. Because, in other words, they'd still be shooting buffaloes for their clothes and food. Because Africans, enslaved Africans, were mathematicians, they were astronomers, they were medicinal people from their tribes, they were kings and queens, and they were stripped of everything and tried to be made to feel that they were nothing. They were now slaves, no rights, no, bow down or die. And these great people who are godly based, they worked, they built, they used their brains, but they were not allowed to be versed in English. They were not allowed to communicate with anyone because their masters did not want anyone to know how smart they were and how professional they were, more than they were. They taught their masters. Their masters did not teach them. And case in point, the open heart surgery that had to be said, that had to be, they couldn't exploit that. America couldn't exploit that. They had to give credit where credit was due. And then from that, from the open heart surgery, other implant surgeries came after that, because we black folks, these amazing people, enslaved people, taught America, passed on their knowledge, cooking, just basic knowledge on just how to be. America was not civilized. Africans were. Oh yeah, you were misinformed. And I tell you all these things because I grew up in Washington, Louisiana, slave town, slave port town. They sold slaves in Washington, Louisiana from 1820. There was a slave port town. The slave ship came in there. My family were slave. I heard stories passed on. We were not, as they want us to believe we were, just laborers, and they made us pick cotton, and yeah, they made these professional people pick cotton. So let me just say this. Open heart surgery, implant surgery, the traffic lights technology, the cell phone would not be in existence today had it not been for a Black African American who is now an American. The cell phone, your beloved Google and AI would not exist had it not been for Black knowledge. And so I always told my students, I said, you know what? You bring me a problem, I want to hear the solution, because, I know what's in there. I know what my grandfather and forefather told me about me and my kind, that we were smart, intelligent, and all it had to do was become awakened. And so I awakened. That was my job, to awaken. And so let me awaken you today. Let me awaken you. I'm not going to give you a problem and not give you the solution that I've known for several months now. 2025 is not new. It's not new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. They enslaved in 1619. So they're enslaving now. Believe me, you are included in the enslavement. So I would like to say today this is the solution. As of today, America will be invoiced for unpaid professional work that built all the territories of America, the complete territories of America, from unpaid labor from 1619 to 1863. Over 200 years of unpaid labor. You will be invoiced today at the amount of $5 trillion. That is my solution. What is your solution? I've been waiting for someone to build America, not just say we're due reparation. Do it. Build us. Build America. Build America. You see where this is going. You connect the dots. Everyone connects the dots. But many who are in power are in fear of retribution. And so there's quietness that some folks are depending on, that you just talk and don't do. So build America today for 15 million African Americans who were enslaved Africans at the amount of $5 trillion before there's no more money in its coffers. And all the, I've heard someone say, well, what are we going to do when this is over? We won't have anything to do anything with if you don't grab the reins right now. Grab the reins right now, because believe me, this will not benefit you either. It won't benefit you. Take it from Grandma Handy, a Bible-based individual who do not want to leave this world without letting you know that without God, you have nothing. Without God, we would not have had anything as slaves. Without God, we would have given up, but we didn't. We are Bible-based. We know God. We listen for his voice and we do what he says. We did what he said to do. We built America. We built America. Now pay us for that. You are where you should be. We built you. Without us, you would not be. So, okay, love you. Have a great day. Consider what I've said so that we can all grow together. This is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Amen? Amen.